Hello, chamber singers. This video is to give a tool for Mary Had a Baby, and hopefully it's a tool for any music learning. I tell my piano students that if they're just doing run-throughs of a piece, they're wasting their time. My goal as a teacher is to give you tools to be growing and to save your time. The minute that practice becomes busy work, it's a waste of your time. So here are some tools that you can use for learning this piece and actually any piece of music. First, stop and repeat small spots. Again, stop and repeat small spots. If you are just doing run-throughs, you are actually, believe it or not, wasting your time. That run-throughs are only at the end. So the minute you have a measure that you're like, whoops, I didn't quite get that note, stop the recording. Go back and work that 4-note section, or that one measure, that 2 measures. And by isolating that one spot, you may end up doing it like 12 times, but to get it. But then you'll have that correct. So then start back at the beginning, go through, hopefully get that spot now worked out. Go on to the next little bump. Then stop and work out that little bump. So spot practice. That is the key. My daughter's preparing for a music festival competition, I don't know. And that was what her teacher again told her yesterday. Small spot practice this week. So that is tool number 1. Stop and repeat and practice small spots versus run-throughs. That will be how you grow and move forward. Second, isolate transitions. When you have your music, like transitions or jumps. Let me say it again. Isolate transitions or jumps. So maybe between a verse and a refrain, or if there's a spot that there's just a jump, that's going to naturally be a trickier spot. So as I look at my music here, like a soprano spot I have here is sol, la. I jump to fa, mi, sol, la, fa, mi. That's a jump that's going to be harder to ingrain. So I'm going to isolate and do that jump with the recording. I don't know, 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, whatever it takes to ingrain it. So first of all, your first tool was stop and repeat small spots and practice those little small measures at a time. Second tip, find and isolate transitions in the music or jumps in your voice part and isolate that. The third step is to, this kind of ties in, ensure that any trouble spot you repeat until you get it 3 times correct. Because if you get it 1 time correct, that may be luck. If you get it 3 times correct in a row, you've got it. So stop and repeat small spots, isolate any transitions or jumps, give extra attention to them. Third, make sure that any trouble spots that you have done it correct 3 times. Your last step for ensuring that you really know it, and this is if you have the stamina, I strongly recommend it, is can you sing your part on solfege while another voice part is played, a recording from a different voice part. So maybe if I'm a soprano, I put the alto part on dominant. My goal is to hold on to the soprano. Can I hold my own? That is the true test. If you can't do that, go back and work on your own voice part again, and then try it again where you play the alto but sing your soprano part. So those are some steps. Again, my goal is to give you tools to grow, not to waste your time. Great work.